Good morning, second grade. When we start our phonogram review this morning, we'll be doing some ones we learned more recently that aren't in our words, and then we'll move on to the ones that are in our words today. All right, so our first phonogram is J, three-letter J, used only after a single vowel that says a, or a. What are you going to write? Good, J, three-letter J, used only after a single vowel that says a, or a. Write it and say it while you write it. All right, so if you didn't remember by now, which is fine because we haven't practiced it very much, put a line below the baseline. All right, what was that phonogram? Good, J, three-letter J, used only after a single vowel that says a, or a. This is our J, three-letter J, used only after a single vowel that says a, or a. All right, so if you didn't have that, since it's a new one, let's write it 3 times. Say it while you write it, if you didn't have it. All right, these, I'm going to start with some tricky ones, and then we'll get into ones you probably know. All right, the next one is AE, that we do use at the end of English words. What are you going to write? Good. AE, that we do use at the end of English words. I'll give you a hint. That means there's an AE that we do not use at the end of English words. So that should help you get to the last letter in this phonogram. All right, so while you're writing, say AE, that we do use at the end of English words. All right, class, what did you write? Good, AE, that we do use at the end of English words. This is our AE that we do use at the end of English words. All right, so if you didn't have that one, write it 3 times and say it while you write it. All right, those are our newer ones. Now let's go to some old friends. These are going to be in our words today. All right. Next is the of her. What are you going to write? Good, the of her. Say it while you write it. All right, class, what did you just write? Good, the of her. All right, so if you didn't have that, write it 3 times. Say it while you write it. All right, next is ch, 3-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, or a. What are you going to write? Good, ch, 3-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, or a. Write that and say it while you write it. All right, class, what did you just write? Good, ch, 3-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, or a. This is our ch, 3-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, or a. Notice that when I say the name of this phonogram, I don't say used only after, I just say used after. In that way, this one is different from our j, 3-letter j, and our k, 2-letter k. J, 3-letter j, and k, 2-letter k are only after a single vowel. This one, it can't, after a single vowel saying its first sound. This one can be after a single vowel saying a different sound, but generally, mostly, we use it after a single vowel saying its first sound. All right, let's do one more. Let's do ya, I-E. What are you going to write? Good, ya, I-E. I know this one isn't multi-letters, but I noticed some of us in class are still having a hard time with that. Class, what did you just write? Good, ya, I-E. This is our ya, I-E. All right, take a second, just stretch out your arms, shake them out. Get ready to sit up nice and straight. Let's see how quickly we can get through our words today. They're not too challenging, nothing too big in here, not like the other day when we had different. All right, the first word is patch. What's the word? Good, patch. I will patch the hole in my pants. Patch. What sounds do you hear in the word patch? Good, our sounds are p, a, ch. We're going to use ch, three-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, I, or a. Which ch are we going to use? Excellent. Ch, three-letter ch. Go ahead and write the sounds in patch. Say them while you write them. All right, class, what do I need to write to spell patch? Good. What's next? Good, a, and good, ch. But which ch is it? Good, ch, three-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, I, or a. All right, so make sure your word looks like this. And let's mark it. Good, we need to underline our ch, three-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, I, or a. All right, let's read our word. All right, nice job. The next word is hole. What's the word? Good, hole. When I fell, I got a hole in my jeans. Hole. What sounds do you hear in the word hole? Good, our sounds are h, o, ul, but this is a, o, u. What lets our a, o, u say o? Good, silent final E, job 1. Write the sounds in whole, say them while you write them. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram and that word you just wrote. What does it say? Good. Excellent. And good. This says hall right now. To make it say whole, I need to add my silent final E. Job 1. Make sure yours looks like that. All right, I hope you didn't just mark the silent final E. Some of us are doing that, and then I'm afraid we're not going to go back and get all the markings. The important thing is not marking this, it's marking our vowel, right? We need to remember our vowel is going to say its name with the silent final E. Do we mark the consonant too? We sure do, because that's part of the team. And after you've marked that, then we can double underline our silent final E. Job 1. All right, let's read our word. Good. Hole. All right, the next word is zip. What's the word? Good. Zip. Sometimes I need help to zip my dress. Zip. What sounds do you hear in the word zip? Good. Write that. Say it while you write it. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram and the word you just wrote. What does it say? Good. Z, I, and good. All right, make sure yours looks like mine, including ours is going in the right direction. Remember, we started, if it's at the beginning of a word, just a clock space from the last letter, so we go in the right direction. All right, is there anything to mark? No, it's a closed syllable. There's no two-letter phonograms. Everything's just what you see is what you get. Let's read it. All right, now you're probably wondering, Mrs. No, why do we have such an easy word? I'll tell you why. We're going to add a vowel suffix to this word. And remember, sometimes we have special rules for when we're adding vowel suffixes. So let's see. This. Does anyone know what kind of special word this is? If you know, tell me. All right, if anyone said a 1-1-1 word, then I'm proud of you. This is a 1-1-1 word. So that means it's one syllable. It ends with one vowel followed by one consonant. So that means our 1-1-1 word, the last two letters in it are a vowel and then a consonant, and it's only one syllable. All right, so when we want to add a vowel suffix to our 1-1-1 word, what do I do to this last consonant, class? All right, I hope you said double it, because that's what we have to do when we're adding a vowel suffix to a 1-1-1 word. All right, so our word that we're going to write is zipper. What's the word? Good, zipper. Put your hand on your chin. How many syllables are in zipper? Show me. All right. At home, I hope you're getting really comfortable doing that. I've noticed the students who are coming in are getting really fast. They'll just say the word and show me so quickly. And we want to get that comfortable with finding syllables. All right, there are two syllables in zipper. And the first syllable is exactly like our base word zip. Go ahead and write just that first syllable. Zip, put your syllable break at the end. All right, now before we add our vowel suffix, we're going to have to do what to that last consonant? Excellent, we need to double it. All right, so on the other side of your syllable break, go ahead and write another p. And then you can add our vowel suffix, We're going to use the of her. So go ahead and finish that second syllable. All right, class, tell me what I need to write to spell that word. Good. What's next? Good, I have to write another p next. And good, is the sound. Which is it? Excellent. The of her. All right, make sure yours looks like this. Does this need a marking? No, nothing in that first syllable. How about this one? All right, you may remember when we're speaking, I don't say zip per, I just say zipper. We only hear one p, that means this is silent. What do I do to any silent letter? Excellent. Double underline it. And how about this? Yep, we need to underline our the of her. All right, let's read our word. Excellent. All right, the next word is pants, class. What's the word? Good, pants. When it gets very cold, I start wearing pants. Pants. What sounds do you hear in the word pants? Good, it's p, a, n, t, z. Pants. Actually, I guess it's pants. All right. Go ahead and write the sounds in pants. Say them while you write them. All right, class, put your finger under that first phonogram. What does it say? Good. Excellent. All right, make sure yours looks like that. I hope if you're at home, you're saying all the sounds while you write them. I've noticed if we don't say all the sounds and we have something like two consonants together, there's a tendency to leave one of them out because we lose track or we're not paying attention as well. If you say the sounds, you're not gonna, while you write them, you're not gonna have troubles with leaving out sounds. All right, let's see, is there anything that we need to mark in this word? Let's see, it's a closed syllable. Ooh, who can tell me what kind of a letter a closed syllable ends with? Is it a consonant or a vowel? Good, a closed syllable ends with a consonant. And there's no two-letter phonograms, and so that means our vowel is saying its first sound because it's a closed syllable. All right, so there's nothing to mark. We'll just read our word. Excellent, pants. All right, our last word is lady. What's the word? Good, lady. There was a tall lady at the store. Lady. Put your hand on your chin. How many syllables are in lady? Show me. Good. I hope you're doing it just that fast. Don't overthink it. Sometimes we overthink it. Just say the word. Show me how many times your chin went down. All right, lady. Our first syllable is lay. What's the first syllable? Good, lay. What sounds do you hear in the syllable lay? Good, ol, a. Our A is a-a-ah. Which A are we using? Good, a-a-ah. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. What I meant to say was, what lets our a-a-ah say A? All right, you might have said open syllable and you're right, but I want us to remember the rule. So say the rule with me. A, E, O, and U. Usually say A, E, O, U, or oo at the end of a syllable. All right, great. I think we can remember both syllables at the same time and write them. So lay. Our second syllable is D. What's the second syllable? Good, D. What sounds do you hear in the syllable D? Good, D, E. Our E is ya, I, E. Which E are we going to use? Good, ya, I, E. All right, what lets our ya, I, E say E? All right, if you said open syllable, you're right, but remember this one has a different rule than this one. So let's say the rule for our less consistent vowels, I and Y. I and Y usually say E or I at the end of a syllable, but may say I. Okay. Now that we've practiced those rules, let's one more time review what we're going to write to spell lady. So our first syllable is lay. What is it? Good. A-a-ah in an open syllable. And our second syllable is D. What are those sounds? Good. D-e. Which E is it? Good. Ya. I-e. Also in an open syllable. Don't forget your syllable break. Write the sounds and say them while you write them. All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram and lay in the word you just wrote. What does it say? Good. O, A. Good. What's next? Good. D. And good. E. Which E is it? Good. Ya. I-E. All right, so make sure your word looks like this, and let's mark it. I hope you're showing me this. Anytime our vowel says its name, we underline it. How about this? All right, if you remembered this, excellent work. E is the third vowel sound of this one. So whenever this says E, it gets a little 3. All right, let's read our word. All right, excellent work today, class. I'll see you in the next video.